Hi, Julie Torrens here. So my last video, and I'm still inky, we sprayed a lot of different circles, but these are the circles that I want to work with. Now these circles I made with a cereal bowl, and I just did it on cardstock, and this was plain white cardstock. Put them into the box, sprayed them up. And you were there. If you haven't seen it, just go back one video. This was a smaller mixing bowl. It really was about the largest circle that I could fit on my 8.5 by 11 cardstock. So again, sprayed them up. So what do I want with all these circles? Well, I'll tell you as I fold. I'm going to take, and I did both sides. I think I'm going to use this as the inside. So what I need to do, before I get too excited here, I'm kind of thinking maybe I should get my folding board out, or whatever you call this score thing. Let's not get it too far out of reach. All right, this is, let's grab this, 5. This is a half. This is a quarter, so it is in eighths. So it's like 5 7/8. Yeah, almost 6. I just wanted about a third. So let's see. The middle is about there. So if we go 1, we'll go 1 1/4. Would that work? 1 1/4 and 1 1/4. I want them to meet. You know what I mean? I'm going to fold these two in, and I want them to meet. Well, let's just experiment. 2 inches seems like an overkill, so I'm going for 1 1/2. And now this is going to be trickier. Well, let's just turn it over. What do we think about that? Now, I just want to make sure that this is straight. Do you know what I mean? So, like, this groove is straight. Let's get this scooched over. And we need to go 1 1/2 again. Okay, I think we did it. Now, let's see what that gets us. And again, I just did this with the cereal bowl. I think this will work. Yes, they do meet. Okay, and now the bottom. And we're making a pocket. Isn't that fun? Now, this is going to be bulky. So I'm going to cut out the corners. Now, I saw Anne Kenlin do this not that long ago, where she made circle pockets. I know it was when we did the swap, and she made them out of coffee filters that she did on the gel plate. Beautiful. But I am not seeing the line quite yet. There we go. I think I need to fold this up so that I can see it better, so I'm not cutting too much off. Okay, now, cute. All right, let's give this a little gluing, and I can see that I can't I'm using art glitter glue. I can't glue right in the very middle, or I'll be gluing the pocket shut. So we're just going to glue like this. All right. I think we'll be okay. Now, I know this looks like kind of a small pocket, but here's the thing. I want to do some journals that are the long, skinny ones. So I want to get some pockets that are long and skinny. All right, now let's do a few more. And let's get, I am just going to move my coffee and I think I'll put that on the inside. And these should all be just about the same size because I used the same bowl. So I'm going to do 1.5. Put this straight. Yep. And then 1.5. Okay. Let's do another one. We've got several. So while we've got the board out, 1.5. Make sure that's straight. 1.5. Let's do a couple more. Okay, 1.5. Ooh, I can't see it on this one as well. It's right there. Okay, it's straight. 1.5. I think I'm going to do this one twice since it's a little bit harder to see. Yeah, it's harder to see, I'm sure. I hope you guys can see. I'm sure it's harder to see because of that pattern in there. Now this one with the gold mica, I can see really, really well. Okay, nice and straight. All right, one more. Ooh, make it. Okay, 1.5. All right, let's get these guys together and see what we've got. What do you say? It's almost like when it feels to me like when I'm doing a master board. Okay, I think I'm going to put that in the, well, will we see it? I think we'll see some of it. More than if we do it this way. Yeah. Okay. So fold this in. Fold it. I guess we're not going to see too much of it. Oh, well. And now bring this up. Good. Let's get the bone folder because it'll be easier for me to see the part that we need to cut out because it really is bulky. If you could feel it like I'm feeling it, it's bulky. Now what we could do, it's not too late. I could fold this, you know, like in a different, like inside out. And we could see what that does. And I could fold it with the hexagon on the back. See, like this. And then, instead of gluing this, I could just paper clip it into a journal. So I think I'm going to leave that option open and go ahead and just leave it like this. Now, we're not going to have time, I don't think, to decorate these, but I really hope you give it a try. I think they're fun. I think they're fun little pockets. Am I keeping the glue out? Yeah, I'm keeping the glue out. All right, let's do one more. Let's do a different color. We just did green. I like the turquoise. And the pattern goes all the way to the top, so that's nice. Yeah, I like this color combination. And the mica is nice and sparkly. So, cardstock, cut into circles, just plain white cardstock. And I wanted the back to be different than the front, but still coordinate somewhat. And then that way, oof. See? Okay, that one I didn't cut quite straight enough. Oh yeah, I can see that I didn't. You know, my first thought was to get some double-sided cardstock. Now, I hope I didn't cut that too deep, but we'll just see what we've got. No, these go first. There we go. Yeah, I was thinking of getting some, or using up some of my double-sided scrapbook paper, and most of that is 12 by 12, and then I was like, wait a minute, I can make my own double-sided, right? And it's more the size that I want, and I didn't have to waste, like, it's not that it's a waste, but you know what I mean, the 12 by 12s. Okay, I think I'm going to do this one the same as the other one and leave this open to the back. And that way I can just go ahead and instead of, oh, this one just barely touched, but that's okay. That way I can paper clip it into a journal rather than gluing it into a journal. And then a person can see both sides, right? Isn't that nice? If you could feel what I feel with the lack of the bulk by doing that, it's pretty amazing. Let's get these in here. So, how are all of you? I hope you're doing well. If you didn't see this first video of me getting these all sprayed up, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, I'll link it. And it certainly didn't go up onto YouTube all that long ago. Today is, I believe, June the 3rd. Yeah, 2024. Look at these. Look at these. Aren't they cute? Oh, I'm so happy. Now these, the front and the back, is more the same than the ones we've done before, but that's okay. Yeah, that's all right. If we want everything identical, then we just need to go to China, where they have big machines, and they just stamp out thousands of things, all identical. But I want handmade in Michigan, one of a kind, just for you. Don't you? Well, I hope so. Oh, isn't that pretty? That really is pretty. Now, just keep in mind, when I'm putting the glue on, I'm not putting glue right in that middle portion, because I'll be gluing my pocket shut. I'm just putting it here. And it's plenty. Yep. And you know, you could go a little like here if you want. There we go. They're almost like little coin envelopes, but they're cute pockets. I want, well, I don't know that it'll show much. It'll be fine. bring this up. Nice and straight. Okay. Well, summer is definitely here. And these dried. This is the same day as when I made the video of spraying them. And after about, probably a half hour, I just went over them a little bit more with the heat gun, and they were dry. And that's because, you know, the air conditioning is going. So it's nice and dry in the house. I got a lot done today. Can you kind of hear it in my voice? Like I'm just really happy because, well, when you live the life that I have, some days are definitely better than others. So when I get a good day and I'm really productive, it just makes me happy. Okay, so we got all the little ones done. Whoa, it's glue. But I must have had a little mica on my finger. Okay, look at these. Which one do you like the best? Aren't they gorgeous? Oh, I'm so happy with these. Okay, let's work on the big ones and see what they look like, huh? Yeah. Okay, now, we've got to rethink, right? Get the board out. Now this is, let's get it nice and flat on here. Okay, right to here. So that's 7.5. And so I'm thinking maybe 2.5. That seems awful narrow. 2? 2 will work. Let's do 2. I'll just do 1 and see how it comes out. And that's nice and straight. 2. Okay. So we're just going to do the 1 and see how it turns out before we act all mass-makey kind. And here, and here, and bring this up. I love it. And those leaves are going to be kind of like a little surprise, aren't they? Isn't that cute? I love them growing out of the pocket. I think it's great. Oh, don't get too excited, Julie. And should we just see, should I not be so hasty? I like it the other way better. This is awfully pretty. Well, a different project on a different day. We'll have to remember that leaf stencil, I think it's called Little Leaves, but I don't go by that. I will link that stencil. It's a Carrie the Crafter stencil, and it is gorgeous. Okay, now these go this way, and this goes up. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Okay. I was over at my son and daughter-in-law's yesterday, and I had such a nice day. The weather was so pretty. I have 3 pots that I put marigold seeds in. And that's been about, I would say 3 weeks ago. And they germinated and they came up really good. Well, my daughter-in-law has these like waist high, really big planter boxes. Okay, we did 2 inches, so we're just gonna keep going with 2. Isn't that gorgeous? Ooh, I want this on the outside. And I think I want it this way. Okay. Anyway, so my daughter-in-law has these planter boxes that my son made. And like I said, they're waist high. And all of her seeds that she put in hers didn't germinate. And she had a variety. So some did, some didn't. And so I, instead of thinning mine and throwing them away, I took my 3 pots and there we go. Took the 3 pots and I took them to her house, or, you know, their house. And what's this? Okay. And we thinned them together, and then instead of throwing them away, we put them in the spaces that she had for her planter boxes. So that was fun. Now I brought my plants back, and they're doing just fine. And it was kind of nice to not just, you know, throw them away. Okay. I never liked doing that, but you have to. You have to put more seeds in than you need, because they don't all come up. But then you got to thin them, or they're going to suffer. So, kind of the same on both sides. I'm doing these at 2 inches. I hope I remembered right. I think I did. I hope you can see. So yesterday, my son, like I said, it's warm. We've got the air conditioning going yesterday and today. And he made, in the crock pot, a beef stew recipe. And my son is allergic to carrots. I don't know if any of you have a carrot allergy, but his nutritionalist, he sees a nutritionalist. His nutritionalist told him, in recipes that call for carrots, substitute sweet potatoes. Who thought of that? So he had sweet potatoes that he had, of course, peeled and put into the recipe, just the way that they had described to put the carrots in. Delicious. I think it's a great idea. That boy lived with me for 25 years, and no one ever told me that secret, but what a neat thing to do. Okay, this one, I think I'll do it this way, but I really like that. Let's do it this way, but then I'll go this way. Am I getting out of the vision? I'm trying not to. So, played with my grandson. We played Play-Doh. That was fun. And then we did the plants. Of course, he helped us with that. This is hard to see. And then we ate beef stew. So it was a fun day. And the weather was just gorgeous. And my daughter-in-law is so pregnant and just looks so beautiful. She's a gorgeous redhead. And yep, she just looks so beautiful. Am I biased? Of course. But she really is a beauty. She's stunning. And there we have it. Okay. Thank you, board. We can put you away. And now let's fold these up and see what we get. I just love this one. So I'm going to decorate these, I think, when I've got a place to put them. You know what I mean? Because they're pretty decorative themselves, just like they are, don't you think? But, and you know I love bright colors. Just love them. Grab my scissors here. So that was my yesterday. What did you do? My daughter-in-law is going to be having this baby, we think, the first part of August. She went to the doctor today, so I know she was going to find out more about that whole situation. But I found out that I may be off the week of the 4th of July. And I thought, oh, you know, we could do any last minute things that she wants done before that baby's born. We could do it that week, or maybe she just wants, maybe she's got it all done. She's a very organized woman. Maybe she's got it all done, and I can do something like cook a week of meals or whatever. Because I know she's going to work as long as she can. Because she wants as much time off as she can, right? I mean, that's the way she wants it. So I don't blame her. I think it's a good plan. Okay. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, these are coming out so pretty. Okay, now what did I say about this? I think I want this. Yeah. I want this one this way. Where's the line? There we go. Some of these I'm bringing the bottom up higher than others. Again, just for some variety, you know. It's kind of like a mass make Monday. I never, because of my schedule and the way that my life is right now, it's pretty impossible for me to know just when videos are going to go up and all of that kind of thing. But I will be retiring in less than a year. And I am hoping that my channel and things like my printables, I may have to cut it this way so I can see better. I hope they're going at a pace that I don't have to, even though I retire from nursing, I don't have to get a job. There's plenty of jobs if I need to take one, you know what I mean? And it wouldn't be nursing. It wouldn't be the stress of nursing. But I'm hoping that I can just have YouTube be my, well, YouTube and printables and selling journals. If anyone is interested in buying a journal, I don't know. Okay. Nice. Here we go again. Now, oh, see, I wish I would have done more like this, where I had the colors quite a bit different, because I'm loving it. Look at that. Gorgeous. Oh, you've got to make some of these. They're so fun. And I think if you're like me and you don't have this overstuffed box of ephemera that's just waiting to be used, especially pockets, I think this could be a great way to go. And we'll count them up when we're done, but we're going to have quite a few. It feels like it's been such a long time since we've been able to just kind of craft and chat. Don't you think? It feels like that to me. Maybe it's just me, but I don't think so. I think that I've had, I don't know, just a different kind of video, I guess. I went to the post office today, so if you had if your name was one of them that got in the giveaway for my 1,000 subscribers, all that went into the post, and I emailed everyone, so shouldn't be a surprise, but oh, that was fun. Yeah, it helped me to decide that I need to do more giveaways. They're a lot of fun. All right, let's see. Now this one is quite a bit the same. I like these speckles, but it's really quite pretty. This is the one I think that I said reminds me of St. Patrick's Day. It just has that vibe to me. Don't you think? These are going fast. I hope it feels fast to you because it sure's feeling fast to me. I almost feel like now, you can go ahead and put it in the comments that you think I'm crazy. You won't be the first one. It feels to me, whoops, there. It feels to me like I want to make a whole journal with this kind of paper. I mean, I guess we'd have to figure out something else for writing space because I don't know. I mean, it's smooth. You could write on it, but it's not the first thing that comes to your mind is something that looks like this if you're going to go ahead and make a writing space. Yeah. Writing space? Sure. Get out all your spray dyes. No. Doesn't generally work that way, does it? Okay. We only have 2 more. Ooh. Okay, bright pink on the inside, and then the gold and pink on the outside. And bring up the bottom. Yeah, good. Maybe a journal that really has a circle theme. What about that? You know, where pockets that are made out of circles, some journaling cards that are circles, use circles in the decorating. You know, like when you're doing mark making and you put some rings and different kinds of circles in. Oh, this is gorgeous. Oh, I like this combination. It has pink, obviously, but then I used the spray that's called Decay, which is kind of a brownish color with really gold shimmer in it. The mica is gold instead of your typical silver, and I just love it. But pink and brown is a combination that I've always liked. Okay. This one feels like it could use just a little drop right there. I don't know why. Okay. One more. Doesn't this look like a robin's egg? Yep. I think we're going to do the robin's egg on the inside. Another pretty one, huh? And you know, doing all that spraying indoors, in my living room, in this apartment, it's not as messy as you would think. Just be mindful. Yes, you can end up spraying, you know, the duvet, the dog, your hair, the walls, but you don't have to do it that way. So, you know, get a box, or like I do mine in a big old shoe box, and lay some paper or something around. The glue has picked up a little of the sprays. Now my work table that I'm working on, it's at least 20 years old, and for me, and I bought it used. I bought it at a thrift store, and I love it. But I think I have washed it so many times that now this Formica surface is getting just a little bit porous, so inks and things don't just fly off of it like it has for years. But that's okay. You just have to be a little bit careful. Don't have to go crazy. Yeah, I don't know, all of a sudden these things feel like they want to pop open in the middle. Maybe I'm not doing this enough. That could be it. Okay, folks, let's get the art glitter glue covered up. Oh, it's such a mess. Okay. There we go. Let's take a look at these pockets. Aren't you in love with them? Tell me you are. Okay, they're good. All the big ones. Look at these. Aren't they gorgeous? There. All these are the big ones. Isn't that cute? Yay. I love them. All right, there's the big ones. And here's the littler ones. And I would say they're, let's see, I want to say, because they looks like they would be a cute thing for a artist trading card. But it's not even 3 inches. Well, no, this way it should be 2.5 for an artist trading card. And it's like 2 3/4. And this is 4. So an artist trading card would fit in there just gorgeous. Yep. All done with white cardstock. Can you believe it that this was white cardstock? Wow. All right. Well, you've been here this long. Go ahead and hit that like. Subscribe to my channel. It helps my channel grow. Right down here is a video that's been picked out for you. And I'll see you over there.